Hey, it's Lucas. Welcome to this special workout. This is probably unlike a workout you've ever done before. Before I jump into the structure of the workout, we're gonna get there really quick. I do wanna explain a little bit behind what I did here. We're trying something new. If you've ever taken a high intensity interval training class, this is going to feel pretty familiar. Essentially, you're not gonna have to worry about counting your reps. You're just gonna have to worry about moving to each exercise. However, there's going to be something very, very different about how you perform each exercise. With high intensity interval training, you're typically doing anywhere from 7 to 10 exercises, running in a circuit, and moving really, really fast. What I wanted to do was provide a similar, easy to follow structure, but focus more on strength and tension. Because after all, we all know that that is what helps you change your body composition and not just doing lots of cardio, even if all the various exercises are fun to do and whatnot. So just like a HIIT workout, you are following a timer, but instead of doing a bunch of exercises in a giant circuit really fast, we're going to do a select few exercises really slow. We're going to jump right to it. You are going to need a band, a set of dumbbells and/or a barbell, and some TRX straps. And if you don't have TRX straps like I have, then you can use a barbell in a squat rack or anything really that you can hang on to and do an inverted type of row. The first set of exercises you're going to do are going to be a shoulder press supersetted with an inverted row. I'm going to use a band for the shoulder press and TRX straps for the row, but use whatever you have available. And instead of doing as many reps as possible, the goal is to go as slow as possible, creating as much tension as you possibly can. So you're going to want to use a light to a more moderate weight, and what this will do is simulate using heavy weight without actually using heavy weight. This is going to minimize the risk and maximize the effect on your muscle tissue, which is what we want to do to change body composition. For the first superset, we're going to work for 90 seconds doing a shoulder press. You'll then rest for 20 seconds, and then you'll work for 90 seconds doing the inverted row. And then you'll rest another 20 seconds, and back and forth. We'll do 3 rounds of every superset. And again, making sure that you're moving nice and slow while performing each individual rep. These intervals are much longer, and the reason for that is because we are going slow and we're taking time to focus on the squeeze and the tension in your muscles. That's okay. We're going to take shorter rest periods. This will keep your heart at a steady pace while allowing you to focus on the movement. The second superset is focused on your core. We're going to do 2 minutes doing ball crunches. You can use an exercise ball like I use, or you can use a Bosu ball, or if you don't have a ball, then you can just do regular crunches. After 2 minutes of crunches, you'll rest for 30 seconds, and then you'll move on to the super persons, as I refer to them. Superman, superwoman, super person, however you want to call the exercise. You'll understand more when you get there, but that will be the second exercise in the second superset. 2 minutes on, 30 seconds off, 3 rounds. For the third and final superset, we're going to be targeting the arms. I'm going to use a band for tricep extensions and band curls. Again, you can use dumbbells, you can use a cable, whatever you have available to you, you can make it work, as long as you go slow. So this will be the shortest superset of them all, 60 seconds on the exercises and 10 seconds in between. Just to recap, the supersets are as follows. Shoulder presses with inverted rows, 90 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Ball crunches with Supermans, 2 minutes on, 30 seconds off. And finally, band curls and tricep extensions, 60 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You don't have to worry about making a timer or anything. I've taken care of that. As long as you keep the video going, just listen to the dings, refer to the video if you need help with the exercises or form. Otherwise, you'll be good to go. And that is everything. If you have not taken the time while I'm explaining the workout to warm up, go ahead and pause the video now to go through whatever dynamic stretching or walking you want to do before actually jumping into the resistance training. I would urge you to do that. I did not record a warm-up, but that being said, we are starting the workout in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. All right, here we go. You're under time. We're going to begin with shoulder presses. Now, really important, we want to hold tension through the glutes, through the belly, and we want to match your breathing to the reps. So exhaling on the up and inhaling on the down. You can see for this set, I'm going behind the head. As we get into later sets, I'm going to alternate that. Remember, I want you to go slow on all of these exercises, so take your time, and we're going to maintain tension on the muscles as you perform every rep. I don't care about how many reps you get. If you want to count it and track it, more power to you, but I care more about you doing individual reps as perfect as possible. Now, if you get tired before the end of each round, that's okay. Adjust your resistance by using a lighter or a heavier band. Now, if you get to the end of the set and you don't feel like you're working at all, that's okay. Give it through to the second round, and you still feel like you're not working, then you need to increase the resistance by grabbing a thicker band or heavier dumbbells. All right, coming into the second exercise is the inverted row with the TRX straps, or you can use a barbell. Remember, we want to be flat like a board here, so squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs. We're going to tuck those elbows in and pull in between our belly button and hips. I cannot emphasize enough how you need to go slow. Remember to match your breathing with your rep, exhaling while you're pulling towards you and inhaling as you lower yourself. You can adjust the intensity on the row by the position of your feet. So if you want less intensity, simply walk backwards and make yourself more upright. If you want more intensity, walk forwards so that you're more under the straps or more under the bar. Now we're grinding through this first set. This first set is going to be the easiest one yet. Remember, if it is too much for you and you can't control the weight, then decrease the intensity, because it's not about sloppy reps or the number of reps. It's about how well you perform each rep. You have just enough break time here to catch your breath, grab a quick drink of water, get ready for the next exercise. We're going back to the shoulder presses. In case you haven't seen or you're just listening, I've included a clock in the top right-hand corner so that you can track your time and your breaks. There is also a ding letting you know, if you're listening, that the round is over. A key thing I want you to try here is, if you're using a very light weight, to not lock your joints at the top and bottom of each movement. What this is going to do, by only going to 90% of your range of motion, is keep your muscles engaged. You can rest when you lock your joints, like your shoulders and your elbows. Rather, if you don't go to that full range, you can use a lighter weight or a lighter resistance and get a much more effective set in by maintaining tension on the muscles. If I hadn't said it enough already, this workout comes back to tension, remember to squeeze and to focus. All right, this is break time and we are headed back to the inverted row. It's only been about 5.5 minutes into our workout. You might already be sweating. That's okay. I want you to push and to fight that burn. Flat like a board, remember tension. It's really important on these inverted rows to keep your glutes squeezed and your hips pressed forward. If you find that your hips are hinging or your butt is sagging, I want you to walk your feet backwards to make that angle a little bit higher and decrease the intensity, because I would rather you squeeze your glutes and engage all your muscles as intensely as possible rather than doing sloppy reps. As you're breathing, remember to fill your body and contract the muscles as much as possible. There's no need to rush the reps. Just keep working at a nice, slow pace and vibe with the music. For this last round of band presses, you might notice in the video that I am pressing in front of my body and behind my head. You can do this if you want to, but you don't have to. Do what you can connect with best and what you feel the most comfortable in terms of holding and maintaining your form throughout the entire round. Remember to breathe big. I don't want you to pass out. It also helps you hold your form better. So big mouth breathing breaths, all right? It's okay to be a mouth breather. And we are wrapping up the shoulder presses. That's it for the shoulder presses. We got one more set to do for the inverted rows. Let's get ready. All right, here we go. Last set for the inverted rows. Remember, I want you to keep your form as much as possible and squeeze as hard as you can. It's going to burn, but that's okay. I want you to fight that burn. You can push so much harder than you think you can. Remember, if it is too much for you and you can't control the weight, then decrease the intensity, because it's not about sloppy reps or the number of reps. It's about how well you perform each rep. You can do this. We finished up the last set of inverted rows where we're going to take a small break. I want you to grab a sip of water. This is not going to be a long break, and get ready for the next superset.
All right, for the next superset, we're going to be working at 2 minutes on and 30 seconds off, performing a Bozu ball or just regular exercise ball crunch and a Superman/Superwoman. For these exercises, I cannot express enough, we are focusing on your core. You can contract your abs very, very tightly if you focus.
I'll give you just a moment to grab those things. Like I said, grab the water. If you need a longer break, pause the video, but we are going to jump right into it. Here we go.
And we are off. You're going to be performing these ball crunches very slowly, focusing especially on the eccentric, that is the lowering portion where you're opening up and expanding your abs, and then squeezing really hard as you fold upwards. Something that you might find helpful on this ball crunch is imagining folding your shoulders in towards your hips. It is okay to flex your spine, using the ball so that it is comfortable and a little bit easier to control. This will help protect your back and your spine while also targeting those abs. Sometimes people don't know what to do with their hands. You can put them, like I am, fingertips on the head, or you can go fingertips on the collarbone. I don't want you to put your hands behind your head and pull on your neck. If you need some help supporting your neck, just pull your chin down towards your chest. That will help get the tension out of your neck and let you focus on your abs. These might feel very easy for this first round or at the beginning of this first round, but I promise they are going to get difficult if you focus. And we just finished our first set on the ball crunches. We got about 30 seconds. We're moving over towards the Superman/Superwoman's. If you have a mat, I didn't mention it in the beginning, but you may want a mat to lay down on. Not needed, just if you have messy floors like me. For the super person, I'm gonna call it that from now on. For the super person, we're gonna squeeze your butt and then you're lifting your hands and your legs. And if you're using the band, then you're gonna be pulling it in towards your chest. If you don't have a band, then just pull your hands inward as if you were doing a pull-up type motion. Real important that you don't need to lock your elbows. Notice my arms aren't locked out straight. That is okay. I want you to think like a pull-up rather than way out here like a fly. Very important to protect your low back, which we are working, so it might feel tense and it might even get a little sore. Flex your glutes. Your glutes should always flex before you lift your limbs. This will help protect your low back. Try your best to control your body. It's not about doing a lot or about just contracting to the top and then relaxing. It's about contracting to the top and slowly lowering those limbs to the floor. Exhaling as you squeeze and lift your limbs, and you are inhaling as you lower your limbs. All right, we're moving on to round 2. We're gonna make our way back to the ball. So switch it out or move towards it, however you have your setup, and let's go. Starting round number 2 with the ball sit-ups. Remember, your breathing is very important. I'm going to keep reminding you about it, so make sure that you do it. And again, use your mouth, breathe big. Ooh, I know those abs are burning, but I want you to stay focused. Keep breathing big, exhaling as you fold upward and inhaling as you go down. During this exercise, your abs might even feel like they are stretching or tearing. That is okay. That is you squeezing the holy hell out of your abdomen. I just want to pop in here for a second and say that you are doing fantastic. I want you to keep working, and if at any point in time you need to get a refresher on what you're doing or if you're doing it right, just view the video. You can always pause and rewind. I'm just letting you know. That way you don't feel like you're rushing or getting behind. After you do this several times, it's going to get easier to go all the way through. Remember, folding, shoulders in towards the hips. That's the motion, and then we want to control it as we go down. All right, moving on to the second round of super persons. Remember, lead with the glutes and then lift the arms and the legs and then pull the band. And then when you go down, we're reversing that. So it's letting that band out, lowering the limbs, and then unflexing the glutes. You want to take it up a notch, just keep the glutes flexed and squeezed the whole time. I always like to say you're making diamonds when you're squeezing glutes. Ooh, I know the 2 minutes is a long time to be doing an exercise, but the point is to slow down and to feel that burn And by feel it, I mean fight through it. You're doing great. Man, I've never really noticed that my butt looks pretty good in those pants. All right, you're getting through it. Vibing with the music. I want you to keep pushing it. This is mind over matter above all else, all right? You're using a lightweight, hopefully, like I said, so you can keep doing reps. If at any point in time you feel like you can't do another rep, pick up the speed a little bit, because I guarantee you can. That doesn't necessarily mean to go fast. It just means to push towards failure. All right, we have a 30-second break between the exercises. It might seem like a little bit longer time, but it's not. It's gonna fly by, so get ready to go over to the ab crunches. As you do the ball crunches for the last time, I want you to remember that it is about control. There is no need to try and get a bunch of reps. Simply crunch and squeeze and control that lengthening and that opening. At the end of this workout today, I want you to remember why you started the workout. You're already through the hardest part. It's just gonna take some determination to get to the finish line. Remember, you're here to sweat, you're here to do something that's good for you, and I want you to feel amazing when you get done with the workout, all right? Push where you can, break when you need to. We're here to do some work. And time is up. We are breaking for 30 seconds before we move on to the final round of super persons. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and you're on. You might be feeling your low back holding a lot of tightness and tension. We are working it harder than you've probably ever worked it before. So protect it by squeezing the glutes, and just know that if you're a little sore tomorrow or even later today, that's totally okay. When you pull back on that band, something to imagine with your elbows is tucking them in towards your hips. All right, keep pushing here. You're almost done. You've made it through the hard part. It's just grinding to the end. As you get tired, if you want to take out that pulling in motion and just lift the limbs up high, do that. You can see I'm doing it below because it is difficult, and that's okay. 3, 2, 1, and you are done. That is, you are done with the second superset. We do still have one more superset to go. All right, this is going to be the shortest one yet. I'm sure you're happy to hear that. And we're gonna get ready after we take a small break here. If you need a longer break, just pause the video, but we're going to need your high anchored band and your dumbbells or your barbell. For this superset, we're gonna be doing 60 seconds on and 10 seconds off. So a shorter working period and a much shorter rest period. Have your setup right next to you because that 10 seconds is gonna go like that. And if you're doing this workout at a gym, I am curling in a squat rack, but that is totally not cool if you're at a commercial or public gym. So just throwing that note in there, somebody might get mad if you curl in the squat rack. All right, here we go. We're starting off with curls. Grab your weight and let's get after it. I want you to keep those elbows tucked in tight. The goal here is to bend the elbow without moving the elbow. What that means is I don't want the elbow to shift back and forth at all by flexing the shoulder. We want to just bend the elbow so that the bicep is isolated. And just as always, make sure you're squeezing your butt, you're squeezing your abs, and you are breathing big. Tension through the whole body. We are isolating a muscle group to do work, but we're holding tension everywhere. And that is the end of the first set of curls. Quickly go over to your band or your cable or your weights, and we're gonna do tricep extensions. As we're working through our tricep extensions, same rule with the elbows as with the curls. We don't wanna move the arm a lot. We wanna keep the elbows tucked in tight and just bend the arm. You can see in the video that I'm playing with different grips. That is totally okay. It is going to be more difficult to go down and spread and open the arms up at the bottom. And if it's too difficult, bring your hands together and then just press straight down. And we're getting to the end of the triceps in 3, 2, 1. We're on a 10-second break. Go ahead and grab your weights. We're gonna go back to curls. All right, 60 seconds, here we go. Elbows tucked in tight, big breathing, squeeze your whole body and make those arms work.
Welcome to the gun show. My name's Lucas. Let's get pumped.
How would y'all feel if I actually talked that way? Y'all would hate it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you just gotta do this.
I'm sorry, I'll leave you alone. I want you to keep pushing, y'all. We're coming close to the end of the workout, but we still got a little ways to go. Keep moving, keep pumping, keep squeezing. Remember, nice and slow. There's no need to rush these reps. All right, quick 10 seconds. We're switching back over to the tricep extensions. Elbows tucked in tight, just bending the elbow, locking out that arm and squeezing. If you find that you can't keep going, take the speed up just a hair or grab a lighter weight. For the tricep extensions, your breathing pattern is exhaling on the down or the extension part and inhaling on the flexion part. It's a grind through this last set, all right? Keep squeezing. All right, for the last time, here we go. We got 2 more rounds, bicep curls, and then 1 more tricep extensions. You got this, let's go. Exhaling as we curl and inhaling as we go back down. The easiest way to remember your breathing pattern is whatever the motion is when you're exhaling. So if it's a pushing motion, you're exhaling when you're pushing. If it's a pulling motion, you're exhaling when you're pulling. It's getting difficult. I know you're tired, you're sweaty, everything's burning. Keep on going. Get what you can because you came here to do it anyway, so you might as well do it to your best of ability. All right, last time, 10 seconds, switching back over to the tricep extensions. It's a grind, it's a grind. We're almost there. Keep on moving. One rep at a time is all you can manage. That's okay. Keep managing 1 rep at a time, and then 1 rep at a time, and then 1 rep at a time. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. And that is it. Congratulations, everybody. You made it through. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Stick around for just a couple more minutes, and we're going to go through some quick, light stretches. If you're like me, I always like to hang after a workout just to decompress my spine. So find a spot that you can hang. If you can't hang, then get a hold of a door frame or something that you can hold and pull your body weight against, and you can get a similar decompression effect by sending your hips backwards and allowing your arms to hold on to a fixed structure. When I do hang, I don't like to just totally hang out in the open air. I actually like to have my feet on the ground to some degree. It lets me control how much pressure I'm putting, as well as I feel like I can drop my pelvic floor and my hips down all the way to get a more of a compression effect. And then I'll add some very low intensity twisting in there. Remember, it is your spine. You don't need to be very quickly twisting, but I do find that I'll get some nice feeling pops or just fully relax a little bit more by pivoting those knees back and forth. If you want to stretch the chest out, frame or fixed structure that you can hold on to, we're just going to allow the hand to go back behind the body. I like to stretch the lats and the sides, so same thing, hold on to something. A door frame works great for this. And we're going to lean our hips away from the door while our head goes towards our hand. And lastly, I like to stretch the forearms out. You're probably gripping them pretty hard, so your forearms might be pretty tight. You can go up to a wall or anything that you can put your hand on high, about chest, shoulder height. We're gonna point the fingers down and push the palm in towards the wall. The higher that you go, the more stretch you're gonna get in the underside of that forearm.
Hello, you made it to the end of the workout. What did you think of it? I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to coach you in this video format. I hope that you learned something new, and if you didn't learn anything new, that you pushed yourself really hard and you get to have some fun trying something new, because frankly, I've never seen anybody do a workout like this. I've never heard of it. So as far as I know, I'm the first person to have formatted something like this. I had a lot of fun making this. It took quite a while. I would enjoy making some more if this is something you'd like to see more of. So if so, be sure to drop a comment. Let me know how you enjoyed the workout, what you liked about it. And if you didn't like it, then let me know what you didn't like about it. We'll have more content coming to this channel soon, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell so that you don't miss anything. And I will see you in the next one.